Is it the government or developers or inflation to blame when house prices are going through the roof and housing affordability is getting worse? Because according to an article I've been reading, building approval rates has been sinking to oblivion. This is a graph from the Australian Bureau of Statistics. It shows per capital city that attach housing approvals. As you can see here, at the peak of housing approval 2016, it has been dropping in a 2-decade low. In fact, 849 units were only approved in Sydney in November. Now, while that might be a big number, but if you look at Sydney, the blue line, it is actually not too good compared to before. Same thing for Melbourne, Brisbane, and Perth. But the red line, which is Adelaide, there is a slight increase. And that's because the Adelaide government has introduced a home builder stimulus package. For housing approval throughout the years, look at that. We were at the peak in November 2020, and then a big steep drop. Simple economics, demand and supply. Australia's population is expected to grow from 25.7 million this year to 29.9 million by 2033. And by 2060, 50 million. Plus migration, overseas students turn into permanent residents. More and more people will be coming into Australia, but with limited housing. What happens when there's limited housing? In layman's term, for example, there were like 5 homes over here, and there's 50 million people looking for homes. Well, each home will be selling at normal average price rates. Natural demand and supply comes in. Hey, you want $1 million for a house? Hey, I can offer 1.2. Hey, I'll offer 1.3. I'll offer 1.9. I offer $3 million. And maybe for a bloody shoebox in Western Sydney. Again, source from ABS, the annual dwelling approvals. What is happening? From 2016, as you can see, a dip towards November 2020, then a rise, and then a further dip. What is happening, guys? Is the government housing department breaking balls for developers to get their housing approved? Or simply inflation, the rise in inflation is squeezing the nuts of developers so they can't build and develop? Mind you, price of land in most capital cities, especially Sydney, is crazy at the moment. Jump in the comment, guys. Tell me, why is there a bottleneck on housing approval? Why is there not more housing approval for the expected population? Yikes! And so,